Alright, problems you can do before the tardy bell goes off for extra points. Problems on the screen until the tardy bell goes off. You can get extra points until the tardy bell goes off. Problems on the screen until the tardy bell goes off. The answer is 70. 3 total. Answer for this one should be 100. 30 seconds. No, you got to bring it up on paper. Pre-class problems good until the tardy bell goes off. Extra points if you bring them up on paper. Points on the screen until the tardy bell goes off. Oh, it's off by 30. Warm-up quiz. The answer should be 12. The answer should be 9. The answer to this one should be 3. Homework check. We have 11 out of 18, which translates into a percent of 63. 63%. 11 out of 18 should be 61%. Homework lottery. If you have credit for your homework for today, pick a number from 1 to 20 and drop it off for 20 points. The winning number is 15. Here's a fast multiple choice. You have to write the letter of the correct answer and show it to me as you go by. Other classes have already gotten up out of their seat and brought me an answer before I showed the question. Where they came up with A, B, C, or D, I don't know. But use a block letter. Alright, the answer should be -1, so it is D. Here are the homework answers. Here is page 1, and I'll call these out for you in case it's difficult to see. Here is number 1. Number 2 is going to be right here. Number 3 is here. Number 4 is here. And number 5 is here. Number 1 is right here. Page 2, I'll mark these out for you as well. 6 is here, right beside number 8. 6 should be just to the right of number 8. 7 is straight up and down in this spot here. 8, like we said before, is just to the left of 6. 9 is here. And 10 goes this way. This is a quick review before you bring up your homework points. Just say the answer out loud. What is the slope for this problem? -2/3. What is the slope for this one? -1. Is this vertical or horizontal? Vertical, yes. Vertical or horizontal?
Horizontal.
What is the y-intercept? -2. What is the y-intercept? 0, yes, because there's nothing out there to the right. For number 7, what's the slope?
-4/3.
Number 8, what is the slope? Does this rise to the right or fall to the right? It falls to the right because it's negative. Rise or fall to the right?
Rise.
Rise, because it is positive. Bring up a number from 1 to 10. The winning number for this lottery is 3. Today's objective: we're going to graph equations on a coordinate plane with labels and scales. Preparing for more next week. Test is tomorrow. Example 1. The equation is y equals negative 2/3 x plus 8. On this example, where do I go first? I have to go to positive 8 and make a dot. Once I do that, what do I do next? I have to go down 2 and then to the right 3. Because the slope is negative 2/3. Here's your negative 2, and there's your 3. And then make a dot. Go back and draw your line. I'll make this one red. Actually, I'd like to have something different. We'll make it blue. So we'll go there, there, and here are the arrows. Can't see the arrows. There they are. Example 2. Where do I go first on this problem? Negative 4 on the y-axis. And once I'm there, what do I do next? Just go down 1?
Down 1 over 1.
Down 1 over 1, yeah. Down 1 to the right 1. Because the slope was negative 1. And once I have that, I'll draw a line, not that one. I have to make a better one. There we go. And this should do it. On the practice problem, we have a y-intercept of what?
0.
0, yes. So it goes through the origin. The slope is 1 over 2, so go up 1, and then to the right 2. From there, you can make your line. I hit it the first time. Should be this. The answer to the bonus is 4. This one is to the first 7. The answer to this bonus should be 2. It's because you have negative x equals negative 4 plus 2. Yeah, that becomes plus 2. So you have a negative 2 on the right, but that's not the answer. You have to divide it by negative 1 to get a positive 2. Pick a number from 1 to 10. The winning number is 2. Try this one. On your equation, the y-intercept is a negative 2. So make a dot on negative 2. The slope is up 6 and to the right 1. Up 6 and to the right 1. For your line, it should look like this. And we'll check them and see who has it right. The answer to that bonus is 6. This one is to the first 8. The first 8. Answer should be 15 on this. All right, here's another fast multiple choice. The answer to this problem is that the slope is negative 1. So it should be C. The question is looking for the y-intercept, and on this problem, at the end of it, there is nothing. So that means the y-intercept is 0. Here's an example. It's already worked out. You'll get 3 lines. And those 3 lines, in this case here, will create a triangle. And then once you have them graphed properly, if you do that right, then you'll end up with a triangle that has the following dimensions. This side is 5 in its length, and this side is 10 in the height. To find the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. So you could do 5 times 10 to get 50 and divide by 2 to get the area, which is 25. So whatever lines you're given, you could be given 3 or 4. If you're given 4, what figure are you finding? Square, quadrilateral, or a rectangle. So whatever figure comes up, you need to find the area of what's inside of that. Here is the problem you have to try. Graph those 4 lines, find the area of the figure that is created. If you had 48, come on up here and show me. Hughes had 48. Hughes, I'll save you a trip since you're the only one. You can stay back there, and Hughes has it right. Now, are there questions about this problem? If you were confused before, then now's the time to ask and see what's going on if you haven't figured it out already. Yeah. What's like graphing the line? Well, here's what we'll do. We'll look at this one. We're ignoring this part right here. What if I had an equation that is y equals a negative 3, if I can get it to show up, negative 3/2 x minus 2. Where would I go to first on that?
I mean, I understand that part. I'm talking about like one that says y equals 7. That was on the homework.
Oh, one that's y equals 7. Okay, so we'll scratch this one. Y equals 7. Find 7 on the y-axis. And 7 is going to be a horizontal line that goes straight through there. Like that.
So that's all it is.
That's it. If you had x equals 3, then it would go straight down through 3 on the x-axis. So whatever the indicator is out here, if it's y, you're going to mark it on the y-axis. If it's x, you mark it on the x-axis. You just have to remember that y goes left to right, x goes up and down. Should have some graph paper in here, but this thing is knocking everything out of place.